Kyle with Nelson-Rigg to show you the new commuter tank bags that will mount to any motorcycle. The commuter tank bags will fit on any motorcycle thanks to a dual mounting system that neatly tucks into the non-slip protective base for a smooth mounting surface when not in use. The tank bags are offered in two different sizes, Lite and Sport, so you can choose the size that best suits your riding needs. Constructed from Nelson-Rigg's proprietary Ultra Max fabric, these bags are going to be protected against fading and discoloring with maximum UV protection. Just like all Nelson-Rigg luggage, these bags are going to come with a lifetime warranty. The molded carbon-like panels allow the bags to hold their shape while empty and complement the styling of our very popular Commuter Series tail bags. Now looking at some of the other external features of these bags, the one difference you're going to notice is the fact that the Sport version actually has an external pocket here on the side, very convenient, and the Lite version, as it is lighter and smaller than the Sport version, doesn't have that same pocket. Now as far as features that they both have, we're going to have reflective piping that's going to run all the way around the bag. We're going to have nice carry handles on both of the bags, and another convenient feature is going to be this pass-through hole that can be used both for electronic cables and or a pass-through for your hydration hose. Now before we utilize the main compartment zipper to get into the bag, I do want to point out that these zippers are lockable and they have robust rubber pull tabs. Now probably the biggest feature of these commuter tank bags is the fact that these are a dual mount system. The strap mount and the magnet mount come with every one of these bags. That means you will be able to take this bag and mount it to any motorcycle. Now mounting of these bags is extremely easy. Here in front of me over here on my left-hand side, I've got the strap mount. And then on this side over here on the right, I have the magnet mount. Now here on the strap side, we have three different straps that are going to mount to all four corners of your tank bag. In the front of the motorcycle, you're going to have this strap here. It's going to go down around the neck of your motorcycle, come up and clip nice and conveniently into these two buckles up here at the front of the bike. Now moving to the back of the tank bag here, we're going to have two separate straps. We're going to girth hitch these around a frame rail or another solid part of the bike. Once this has been attached to the motorcycle, we're going to go ahead and feed it through our strap holder here at the top. This is going to be an elastic strap holder that's going to keep these two from separating when you unclip the bag for your motorcycle. With both of these straps attached to either side of the bike, you're simply going to connect them into the clips at the base of your bag. Another feature of the strap mount tank bag that I really like is the anti-slip material they have here on the bottom of the bag continues all the way forward underneath the buckle and underneath the strap. This is going to protect your bike against the buckle, and it's going to keep the strap perfectly in place. And there you have it, mounted up. This is what it's going to look like. Now you're going to want to make sure that when you get this bag installed on the bike, we're going to put even tension at each of the four corners to get perfect attachment and fitment onto your bike. Now moving on over to the magnet mount. Now this is super convenient. The magnet mount literally is going to have four shielded magnets. These magnets are simply stored just underneath the non-slip material here. You pop them out, you make sure your tank is nice and clean, and then you simply set the bag in place where you want it, and the magnets are going to go ahead and attach. As with any magnet mounted tank bag, it's best to store the bag off of the motorcycle when not in use. Now earlier we touched on the pass-through hole, good for either electronics or for a hydration hose, and that's what this strap is for. If you happen to have a hydration bladder inside your bag, you can bring that hose up and your bite valve can be conveniently stored here on the side of the bag. Now opening the top of the bag and looking inside, we're going to have our mount straps. As each of these bags are dual mount, they come with the straps and they come with the magnets. Super neat feature. So we have our straps, and then we're going to have a size-specific rain cover. So the Lite version tank bag will have a very similar rain cover, but sized appropriately for it. And this, of course, is the size rain cover that's going to be perfect for the Sport version, which we'll show you here in just a minute. Now tipping the bag up, we can see that we have a divider on the inside of the bag. Now the Lite version has a center divider as well. They're attached via hook and loop. That hook and loop allows this divider to be customizable. And in just seconds, you can move these dividers to suit your specific needs. Like you see, I moved this one over to the other side, and you can change the size of the compartments depending on what you're carrying. Now, a frustration of mine is having to dig around inside the tank bag to find your keys, but that is not the case here on this tank bag. We have a nice clip that you clip your keys to, and they just hang nicely on the inside of the bag, always able to be found by simply reaching in and grabbing a hold of that loop. While the key lanyard keeps you from losing your keys in the bottom of the bags, another feature is the light gray material that we find on the inside. That's going to allow your objects to stand out in low light situations so you can easily find them when looking and reaching into the tank bag. Now, taking a look at the inside of the bag, we have a nice zippered mesh compartment here that allows you to put your items in here and they're completely visible through the mesh. And then we have another zipper here around the side that allows you to get to your see-through compartment. That's perfect for either maps, cell phones, or anything else that you want to be visible from the outside of the bag. In addition to being crystal clear, this map pocket is also touchscreen friendly. So if you're running a GPS instead of a map, or you have your cell phone up here on the screen, you can see that it is touchscreen friendly. And if you want to learn more about this commuter tank bag, all you have to do is visit Nelson-Rigg.com. Now, in the event that you need a little bit more storage space than the bag has in this format, there is an expansion zipper that you're going to find here on the outside of the bag. When the expansion zipper is unzipped, you're going to notice you have about 3 inches of extra storage space here at the bottom of the bag, significantly increasing the amount of volume that you can carry on the inside. Now, moving on over to the sport bag, let's take a look at the 100% waterproof cover that's going to go over the top. Again, it's going to be touchscreen compatible as well, so you're going to be able to use your cell phone perfectly or view your maps. Now, at the base of this rain cover, we're going to have an elastic drawstring that's going to go all the way around and be able to pull tight with the barrel lock right here at the bottom. Now, in addition to that barrel lock, we have 2 elastic straps, one on each side, that are going to go through each of the magnetic flaps here. Now, the process of putting this cover on, you're simply going to pull it all the way down on either the front or the back, doesn't really matter. It goes on the same either direction. And then we're going to take our magnetic flap right here and bring it through the elastic loop. Now, if you're running this on a metal tank, this is exactly how it's going to sit. But if you're utilizing the strap type setup, what we're going to do is we're going to take that magnetic flap, tuck it back into the bag, and those elastic straps on the side are still going to hold the cover in place. Now, at the base of this rain cover, we're going to have an elastic drawstring that's going to go all the way around and be able to pull tight with the barrel lock right here at the bottom. Now, having slipped the cover onto the tank bag, you'll notice there's a little bit of extra room here. Now, the reason for the extra room is if this bag is in the expanded position, this cover is going to fit perfectly. And there you have it, the sport and the light version of the commuter tank bags from Nelson-Rigg. If you have one of these bags mounted to your bike, whether it be a metal tank or a plastic tank, you will be prepared for wherever the journey takes you. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, take care and ride safe out there.